It's been raining almost nonstop since we arrived here, and we're going a little stir crazy, so we decided to brave the weather and visit a nearby town by bus. The town we're visiting is called Herceg Novi, which translates to Newcastle. It was founded in 1382 by the first king of Bosnia as a salt trading hub, and surprisingly, it's one of the youngest cities in the Adriatic region. So good news, it's not raining much. Unfortunately, the bus station isn't that close by. It's about a 25-minute walk, but on the positive side, it's a really nice 25-minute walk.
Another bonus about the walk to the bus station is there's a good bakery on the way.
So we got a couple of treats at the bakery. We actually really like this bakery. We typically walk over, it's about 10 minutes away every other day, and buy a loaf of bread. And then right next to this bakery, there's kind of a large open space with a lot of greenery and some abandoned buildings that have some type of historical significance. I did try to Google the history of this park and the abandoned buildings. I think at one point the military took over and turned them into a barracks. So there's not a lot of other information online, but it's a really, really nice area right on the coast. And I'm sure that in time it will be developed. Let's try that again. I'm sure that it's a really, really nice area on the coast, and I'm sure that within time it will be developed into a very nice Montenegrin, Riviera, mini Monaco, something like that.
But in the meantime, it's a nice park to walk through.
Yes, we're going to go on a ferry.
On this?
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be exciting.
There are two routes to Herceg Novi. The longer route follows the coastline around the bay and is about 53 kilometers. The shorter route takes a ferry across the Veriga Strait and is about 20 kilometers. This is the route we are taking.
Well, we are on the ferry.
Made it.
And just waiting for them to push off from the pier. Just started to cross the strait here, and it started to pour rain. So should be fun, should be interesting. All right, so we just crossed the strait, and now we are back on the road. About 20 more minutes until we get to our final destination. All right, so we've arrived, and the bus just kind of dropped us on the side of the street, and it was raining, so we had to kind of hurry to get some cover.
But now we've made it down towards the
Old City.
Old City, yep. And we're gonna try to find a place to eat lunch because we're pretty hungry. I'm not even sure if you can hear me because it's very loud in here, but I got an Italian sandwich, which is a pretty simple piece of two pieces of bread and I think some tomato and mozzarella cheese and pesto. And Stephanie got schnitzel. It's a daily special. All right, well, that was a pretty good lunch, don't you think?
It was quite delicious on a cold, rainy day.
Really hit the spot.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's go check out the old town. All right, it's still raining. It's pretty crazy. Windy. The rain's coming down really hard. Actually, it just let up a second ago. The Adriatic Sea, straight ahead. And that small piece of land in the distance is part of Croatia, so we're right on the border of Croatia and Montenegro. It's raining.
A lot.
Okay, good news. The rain has stopped. It's still a bit windy, but we don't have to take shelter anymore, so we can get back to touring the old town. So they have these cool fortresses here that were built by various rulers, including the Spanish. However, they're all like €4 each, and we're a little bit too cheap, so we're not visiting any of them. We're just gonna take a few pictures. So there's the fortress, and I'm sure it has a really nice view of the bay. This is the free view that we found, which I think is pretty good. So the Adriatic over to the right hand side, and then we have more of the inland Boca Bay here. So I did a little bit of research on this city, and it's quite complicated. So complicated, in fact, that I can't actually remember all of the things that happened, but I do have some notes on my phone, which I'm going to read through here. So it was conquered by the Ottomans in 1481, briefly held by the Spanish in 1538, captured by the Republic of Venice in 1683, annexed by Austria in 1798, occupied by Russia in 1807, and then ceded to Napoleon's French Empire in 1807. Then in 1813, it was taken over by Montenegrin forces. However, Austrian forces showed up in 1814, and it was handed over to Austro-Hungarian control until 1918. And then, of course, we had World War I and World War II, and there's a whole history there that I won't go over right now. But complicated history in just this one city. All right, now we are going to try to find the Spanish fortress, which is a bit up the hill, like maybe a lot up a hill. We're not sure yet. Stairs. Well, we climbed a lot of stairs.
I hope this fortress is worth it. I think at the very least we're going to get a really, really amazing view.
Hopefully.
The Spanish were only here for a year, from 1538 to 1539, yet they built this just huge fortress, which is kind of impressive.
And a little creepy.
Yeah, it's a little creepy. There's nobody here. All right, so this fort was pretty abandoned, but pretty cool. It does appear that some very ominous clouds are approaching us, so I think we want to hightail it out of here and try to find a coffee.
A big coffee.
This is very treacherous and dangerous.
So that was one of the best coffees we've had in quite a while. Nice little cafe behind us. It was nice.
Totally hit the spot.
Absolutely.
All right, now let's go catch a bus home.
Yeah. So we're on the bus back to Tivat. It was only about 6 minutes late, so practically on time.
And hopefully we don't run into too much traffic, because the traffic here is nuts. It's just crazy. It's been raining heavily, and the roads are really small, so it does make sense. That's fair to say. So we've now returned from Herceg Novi. We're back in Tivat, and we picked up some groceries and some bread, and we are headed home. We are tired.
Been a long day, lots of stairs, but feel good.
All right, let's go eat some food because I'm hungry.
Me too. So after a long day, we decided to relax with a little glass of wine out on the patio right before dinner. To a good day.
Cheers, babe.
With just around 600,000 inhabitants.
Inhabitants?
Inhabitants.
It's one of the youngest cities in the Adriatic region.
Is it really?
Well, that's what it says on the script.
Oh.
I just read what's in the script.